As a business owner, I want you to think about this. We're in business, we're entrepreneurs, we love what we do, we're very passionate. And that passion could be hurting your business. I mean, you think about it, what's the word? I mean, other than passion, our enthusiasm, our excitement, all of those words that we generally think are great words or positive words, let me just say this, it's caused problems for me a number of times. And what I mean by that is I get so excited, so passionate about the things that we're doing, or the things that we're attempting to do or getting ready to do. And I start sharing that excitement when I'm telling someone about it, or working with an employee and helping that employee, coaching that employee. And where I think I'm helping that employee by my passion, my excitement, my motivation, I'm overwhelming. Because that energy, when you're using that energy and you're transmitting that energy, it's a lot different. For example, like when I'm doing a video, I mean, do I normally talk with such a fast pace? When I'm on stage and I'm presenting, am I talking with such a excitement and vigor? Of course I am, because I want the audience to be able to understand what's going on. But when you're in a one-to-one communication, you think about it. And we've all met those individuals that you're sitting there and you're talking to them and you're having a conversation, and that energy, that motivation, that passion, that enthusiasm, that excitement, all of those words transmits to you. And it ups your blood pressure, it ups your heart rate. And here's a case in point. Have you ever been to lunch with someone that is very passionate, very excited, motivated, and all those things, and you're having lunch, and you find yourself starting to eat faster and faster and faster and faster, and then before you know it, you're like, wow, I don't normally eat that fast. But it was all of that enthusiasm that caused that. And that could be hurting your business. I'm not talking about having lunch, but I'm talking about when you work with your employees. And I see this, and I see this in a lot of different ways, that when I'm working with one of our team members, like a new team member, someone that really hasn't come to understand me yet, or even a team member that has been with me for a number of years, and my enthusiasm, excitement, all of those, adjectives start to really grow, I see that person starting to shut down because it's too much. And while I'm thinking that I'm helping them, I'm actually hurting them. And they're nodding their head and they're saying, oh yeah, I understand. Okay, yeah. And they're trying to share in my excitement and enthusiasm. But what's happening is their mind, their brain is starting to shut down, because maybe that's not the way they are. That's not the type of personality they are. And you have to think about that. And not just being a business owner or a manager or someone that's leading a team, you have to think about that in your relationships. You have to think about that when you're with your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You have to think about that when you're in casual conversation. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, you have to focus on that. And you want to throttle back that enthusiasm and excitement. And it's so easy to say it and think about it, but when you get into the actual situation, like I was today with one of our team members, and I was getting so excited, and it wasn't that I was irritated, it wasn't that I was thinking that that team member wasn't doing their job, because they're definitely doing their job. It's just I was passionate about it. So I'm not saying that it's like you sit back and do this and take the lazy approach. I'm saying it's watch their body movements, watch what they're doing, watch how they react, and not just with you, with their other coworkers, and start to understand what they're about and how, really how are they wired, and you want to match that. So that excitement, that energy level can make a person's mind start to shut down, that they're overwhelmed. And if you really want them to understand and you really want them to open up and communicate with you, you've got to bring that excitement down, that passion down, because they might go away shaking their head. Yeah, I understand exactly what we need to do and what the project is, but they really don't. But such a high level of excitement made them a little cautious to say, I don't really understand what you're talking about, Paul. Can you explain it? And I mean, again, think about it. Put yourself in that example. Maybe you're a high energy, high strung person, and it's hard for you to do that. But I would say, talk to somebody. Talk to your spouse, and really start to discuss this. Because when you start to really understand the power that your emotions will really, resonate to someone else, and how you can use your emotions to really, I guess you can say, empower someone to ask the right questions and tell you when they don't understand, then you will see productivity go up. You will see the level of work, the quality of work go up. I'm telling you, all of this is very important. You cannot have a personality that's my personality, deal with it, if you really want to be successful. So think about that. And, I'd love to hear some comments from you that, maybe your excitement level is really high, and what do you do to control it? What do you do to bring it down so you can really convey that message? It's something to think about.